Have you ever noticed that on the day your salary arrives, everything feels great, but just a few days later, that same money seems to disappear? And by the end of the month, you find yourself wondering, where did it all go? If this happens to you, you are not alone. Today, millions of people in the United States are living in this exact situation. Several studies show that around 77% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. That means if their salary were delayed by just 1 week, it would become very difficult for them to pay their bills. This problem is not limited to low-income earners. Even many high-income professionals are trapped in the same cycle. Some research also shows that people earning more than $300,000 a year still say they do not feel financially secure. This means the problem is not simply how much money people earn, but how that money is managed. In today's world, saving money has become harder than earning it because every day we're surrounded by systems designed to make us spend. Your phone, social media, online stores, and advertisements constantly tell you that you need something new. Slowly, this becomes a habit. We work, we earn money, we spend it, and the same cycle begins again the next month. However, financially successful people look at this cycle differently. They do not focus only on earning money. They focus on developing the ability to keep it. And this difference is what separates people who struggle financially from those who build wealth. If you want to change your financial situation, the first step is very simple, yet very few people actually do it, and that is understanding your spending. Most people have no clear idea where their money goes every month. They swipe their card, make online payments, and then feel surprised when they see an empty account at the end of the month. So try a small experiment for the next 30 days. Write down every expense, whether it's coffee, gas, or a small online order. When you look at that list at the end of the month, you will clearly see where your money is going. The second step is creating a simple budgeting system. One of the most popular and effective methods is the 50-30-20 rule. This means about 50% of your income should go toward necessities, such as rent, food, electricity, transportation, and essential bills. 30% can go toward wants, like dining out, entertainment, or small purchases, and at least 20% should go directly into savings and investments. This rule sounds simple, but if someone follows it consistently, their financial situation can completely change within a few years. The third step is building a strong emergency fund. Life is always unpredictable. Sometimes unexpected medical expenses appear, sometimes a car breaks down, and sometimes people even lose their jobs. That is why financially secure people keep money set aside equal to 4 to 6 months of expenses. This money is not for investing, it's for protection. When you have this financial safety net, you can make decisions without fear. The fourth step is automating your money. This is a very powerful technique. Most people fail to save because they think they will save whatever is left at the end of the month, but often nothing is left. Smart people use a different strategy. As soon as their salary arrives, a portion of it is automatically transferred to their savings and investment accounts. When the money never appears in your spending account, it becomes much harder to spend it. The fifth step is eliminating expensive debt as quickly as possible. Credit card debt can slow down financial progress dramatically because many credit cards charge interest rates of 20% or even higher. That means your money is working for the bank instead of working for you. If you have this type of debt, paying it off should become your top priority. There are two popular methods people use. The snowball method, where you pay off the smallest debt first, and each victory gives you motivation to keep going, or the avalanche method, where you focus on the highest interest rate debt first, saving more money over time. Both methods have the same goal, helping you become debt-free. The sixth step is starting to invest. Many people avoid investing because they believe they do not have enough money, but the real secret is that starting early matters far more than starting with a large amount. Over time, compounding can turn even a small investment into significant wealth. If someone invests a small amount every month and continues doing so for many years, their money gradually grows, and this process builds wealth in the long run. That is why many successful investors prefer simple and low-cost options, such as index funds, because they tend to provide stable and reliable results over long periods. However, there is another important truth. You cannot become wealthy simply by cutting expenses. You must also look for ways to increase your income. In today's world, relying on a single job can be risky. That is why many successful people create additional income streams. This does not have to be a huge business. It can be a small project, such as freelance work, creating content, selling digital products, or teaching a skill online. When people begin to earn more money, they often make a major mistake called lifestyle inflation. As their income increases, their spending as well. Financially intelligent people follow a different rule. They invest a large portion of their extra income instead of increasing their lifestyle. This small decision creates a huge difference over time. The truth is that most millionaires do not become rich overnight. They are ordinary people who make small but correct decisions consistently over many years. They start investing early, they control their spending, and they give their money time to grow. And these three habits create the biggest difference. So the next time your salary enters your account, don't think only about spending it. Pause for a moment and think about how a portion of that money can be used to strengthen your future. Because one small financial decision made today can completely change the next 10 or 20 years of your life. And one day, when you look back, you may realize that the moment your life truly began to change was the day you began to understand your money. And from that day forward, your money finally began to work for you.